Impressive run there from Acker.
And we see him every week, it feels like, and he's your #1 for the week that was.
All right, moving from the top 5 plays to this week's Jacks of all trades and a young man looking to march his team right into the playoffs.
40 yards, the hose touchdown.
I just wanted to play a sport, and I just picked football. I started out as a lineman. I was kind of chubby back then.
A lot has changed since 7th grade. Daishawne of Cohoes thinned out, got a lot faster, and turned himself into one of the top running backs in the section this year.
He's an extremely good football player, and one of the better parts of the whole thing is going into the season, he probably kind of was a no-name player. You know, last year he moved from a tailback position to fullback, and it really wasn't his natural position. So he didn't get a lot of carries at fullback. And going into the year, we knew we had a good running back. You know, people might not have known of him. We knew we had a good kid. He worked very hard in the offseason in the weight room, doing all the things he was supposed to do. And it's all paying off, and it's showing that. You know, he definitely is the guy who carries the weight on our team.
Sturdivant is averaging around 8 yards a carry and leads Cohoes with 9 touchdowns this season, but he won't take any of the credit.
No, I'd rather give it all to my line because they're the one who make the holes for me. And my fullback, John Malewin, they do all my work for me. I just got to run to where they open the holes.
He doesn't like a ton of attention. You know, he'll tell you, you know, yeah, kids like to be up the moment and get some recognition, but really, push comes to shove, he'd rather be, you know, behind the scenes. In his senior year, he's in one AP class, AP Calculus, which by far is probably the hardest AP class we have. He's in a SUNY level 4 language class. You know, his grades are up high 80s, low 90s. You know, he puts his work in the classroom, which really, you know, talks about him being a student athlete.
I was going to go to college for criminal justice.
Daishawne gets it done in the classroom, on the field, but the running back truly marches to the beat of his own drum.
Ever since I watched the movie Drumline, I just wanted to be a drummer. And I started drumming when I was in 4th grade, and I started marching band in 6th grade.
We say that, you know, little Nick Cannon out there playing football with his drum, you know, he takes it well. He kind of gets teased every now and then, and, you know, on Wednesday nights, he's got to leave to make sure he's out of practice by a certain time because he's then got to go over to marching band practice. You know, I think it's neat. I think it shows that he's a very diverse student.
And to prove how diverse he is, Daishawne traded his shoulder pads this past Friday night at homecoming for his snare drum. After the last play of the half, he marched with his band, still caked in mud and in uniform, just not his band uniform.
It's just different. Being out there at halftime, you get to see all those faces in the crowds looking at you and stuff.
Even though it's a lot to run from football practice to band practice, Daishawne's mother always encouraged him to keep doing both.
She always taught me not to be a quitter, so I made a commitment to it, and I have to stay with it until I graduate.
And just like Nick Cannon's character in the movie Drumline, Daishawne has thought about continuing in college.
It depends, like, on what college I go to. I probably could drum in college somewhere, like, if I really wanted to. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about a couple things in college. But yeah, my mom asked me if I wanted to, and I told her I'm not sure yet.
Great kid, like a little Nick Cannon
Yeah,
out there
absolutely.
with the drum. Great kid, great piece, and a big thank you to Jeremy Myers for editing that.
Love that piece. Love the shot of him right off at halftime. The game, first half's over.
Shoulder pads come off.
Pads come off. Drum goes on. He marches. Then he goes and plays the second half. That guy doesn't get a break when it's game day.
No, he gets it all done.
Good stuff. We love that story, and we want to see you back here next Thursday night. We're back to 9 o'clock. It is the playoff preview edition as the postseason starts for Section 2 teams. For Marissa Jacks, for Seth Levitt, for the entire crew, I'm Chris Watson. Have a great night. Enjoy the football weekend.